Last week, I went to India to keynote the Agile India conference. I also gave talks at co-working spaces in Mumbai and Chennai, and at the Lightspeed office in Bangalore. It was a whirlwind and mind-expanding trip. In every city I visited, I found a thriving startup scene. I met dozens of ambitious, hardworking Indian entrepreneurs, eager to soak up knowledge and learn the latest design techniques. On my last day in India, I got a chance to sit down with my colleague Ambikesh Prasad in Mumbai and reflect on how game thinking can help entrepreneurs throughout India find product market fit.
I got introduced to the word gamification quite recently, just a couple of years ago, when I started working with a company that had a product in employee engagement and gamification. So that was my entry into this exciting world. And after that, I got introduced to game thinking through another colleague of mine, our common contact, Jackson, and it's been amazing working with him. And he is the one who got me hooked onto game thinking. And then I bought the book, and I read the book, and it was such a revelation actually, because there are a lot of these things that you think about in product development, but to have like a context to it, a template that you could use, all of those things were really helpful. I'm using game thinking in one of my projects right now. It is to do with a travel startup and how they're trying to improve the experience of the travel agencies that they work with. The things that came out from the speed interviews were things that we would never have thought about ourselves.
Like what? Give us an example.
So for example, one thing which came out as a pattern in all these interviews was that all of these travel agents were using WhatsApp as the common tool of communication with their travelers very regularly, almost all of them. But all these transactions were things which the platform was missing because it's not being captured on the platform itself. So now we're trying to figure out a way where we can integrate with WhatsApp and give the travel agencies a better, one-click kind of an experience where they can share stuff on WhatsApp from the app itself. And at the same time, this is something which the app is also able to capture because it's important data for them to capture and use. So things like that. That is something which was not in our hypotheses when we started.
What do you think is the opportunity for game thinking in India?
Well, India is a place which there are a lot of startups coming out of India. It's buzzing. The economy is pretty good, and all of this has provided for a very good startup ecosystem. And there are various cities in India which provide that. Mumbai is one of them. There's always Gurugram and Noida in the north. There's Hyderabad and Bangalore, Chennai, all of these places. There are so many co-working spaces which have come up, and we've been talking to a few of them. And each of these co-working spaces, apart from the real estate, are also trying to provide mentorship and programs like that for the startups that they have in their real estate. I think people realize now that you need to think beyond gamification. You need to take it to the next level and actually have some structure around what you're trying to do. Game thinking is the way that you get there. It's it provides you with a landscape of how you should maneuver yourself through these different stages of product development and get to a product which has a high probability of getting a product market fit. Even people from Bollywood who are actually investing in tech startups now.
Really?
Yeah. There've been a lot of instances where, because they understand that that's a very thriving place, and to hedge your bets and to sort of keep your eggs in different baskets, this is a very good basket to keep your egg in.
That also means there's more competition.
Absolutely, exactly.
So you need that edge.
So you need the edge to get there faster than your competition, get there first. So many startups that might be working on a similar idea. So, and the first one, even if they're not the best one, gets it and gets the most attention. There are so many fintech startups doing things around micro lending and things around payments. Now all of them are in this space, jostling for the top spots. So how do you get that edge? using something like game thinking can give them that edge. It was wonderful hosting you here in India, having you here do an event with us. The emotional response that we got from the audience later on, from some of them who stuck around to talk to you about their personal startups, their personal journeys. I mean, that you could see those emotions on their faces, and they were blown away, like I was.
Want to put game thinking to work on your project? Join our 2019 Masterclass this May and make 8 months of progress in 8 weeks with high-quality training, time-saving templates, and live group coaching in your time zone. Don't miss out. Go to gamethinking.io to learn more and sign up for the early bird list.